Last won it in 1973. They were last here in the final against Caribou, losing to Caribou 65-57 in 1975. Presque Isle's last entry into the Eastern A final was in 1971, where they beat Lawrence, but then went on to lose to South Portland in the state championship by 2 in an exciting contest. Let's go down to the scorer's bench. Norris Nickerson for the announcement of the starting lineups. Coney is the away team, and they'll be announced first.
Starting at one guard, number 11, Steve Busk. Starting at the other guard, number 10, Scott O'Brien. Starting at one forward, number 42, Steve O'Brien. Starting at the other forward, number 32, Gary Toll. At center, number 52, Ray Phelps. Coney High School is coached by Dave Pound. For the home team, Presque Isle High School. Starting at one guard, number 22, John Dean. At the other guard, number 24, Roger Waldron. Starting at one forward, number 50, Jeff Nosworthy. Starting at the other forward, number 40, Steve Thompson. And starting at center, number 54, Eric Weeder. Presque Isle High School is coached by Bob Bollier.
Those are the starting lineups for tonight's ball game. Waldron, Dean, Thompson, Nosworthy starting for, and Weeder starting for Presque Isle. And for Coney, it's going to be Phelps, Busk, Toll, and the two O'Brien, Stephen Scott. Our officials are going to be Pete Webb and also Wayne Lawton. We'd like to welcome those of you listening and watching in Aroostook County who've just joined us, courtesy of WAGM TV, Channel 8, and WAGM Radio in Presque Isle. Welcome aboard, and it's the matchup we've all waited for since December. It seems the number 1 and the number 2 seeds, Presque Isle and Coney. And, well, what do you say? Presque Isle comes in here undefeated. They are 18-0. They beat Mount Desert to get here. Coney defeated a determined Waterville club to get here last night. Many of the big contingents from both schools. Of course, we saw a lot of Presque Isle people in town who stayed over from last night. We're ready to go. Sit back and enjoy the Eastern A final with the play-by-play. Here's George Hayes.
Thank you very much, and good evening, everybody. The tap will be controlled by Coney High School. Crowd making a lot of noise as this thing gets underway. Boost with the ball. Presque Isle instantly setting up in their 2-3 zone. Coney High School will have the red road uniforms, bright red, Presque Isle in the white. Boost fires long off, no good. Rebound pulled down by Waldron. Presque Isle should rebound pretty well out of that zone. Now Coney's pressure will immediately be seen in the backcourt. It comes up to Thompson. They have trouble, and there's the steal. And Mr. Toll has got his first 2 points. Gary Toll is very fast, and you give him that steal. The one thing that we wonder about is whether Presque Isle will be able to go that four-corner route that they went last night, because Coney is very quick out in front. It'd be interesting to see this matchup tonight. Weeder around to the right side. There's Dean over there, back out on top. Here is a fading shot off, no good by Nosworthy. The rebound comes down to Ray Phelps. Phelps against Weeder. That will be the matchup underneath Boost. Oh, underneath backdoor, it's up and in. Steve O'Brien. It is 4-0. Coney likes to start fast, and Presque Isle will try to control the tempo to stop this. This is Jeff Nosworthy. We would think that maybe Peter Nosworthy will see an action tonight, too. He's impressed a lot of people in here a night ago. Long shot, Dean is in and out. Boost on the rebound. Coming down court, the Coney High School Rams. Stopping, popping, it's around and out. Rebound to John Dean of the Wildcats of Presque Isle. Again, for the television viewers, they are wearing the white uniforms. Waldron holding high over his head, looks for the cut. Here it is, inside. He's got it. Weeder. Eric Weeder makes it 4-2 as Presque Isle gets the lid off the basket to start the game. The crowd of close to 5,000 screaming on here. That's Gary Toll. You've heard a lot about him. Deep in the corner now. The pop shot is good. That's O'Brien again. Steve O'Brien. And it's 6-2. Coney jumps out in front by 4. They are not putting a full court press on at all. Picking up man-to-man. Here is Dean. Dean has it rejected by Busk, a little guy. To Waldron. He turns. Check it. That's Weeder, and Weeder scores. Eric Weeder, very fast, quick guy for a big guy. Here is Toll off the rim. He's pushed and fouled. That's the first foul of the ball game.
Well, as Bob Beaulieu told us down all on the court before the game, of course, people from Aroostook kind of joined us a little late. We didn't catch his comments, but he said they want to keep a hand in Gary Toll's face all night to keep him from getting that shot. They may leave O'Brien open, but Toll they're going to try to shut off.
Well, there's two coaching philosophies you can use when a guy like Toll is out there. Let him have his 30 and walk, try to stop the others, or try to stop him. All right, Toll gets 2 from the foul line, so you didn't gain an awful lot there. Man-to-man press in the backcourt, double-teamed over there now. It comes into the steal. This is O'Brien. Coney's game is to steal. They stop, pop, hit. And they have opened up a 10-4 lead on Presque Isle. A very fast 3-minute start, and there's a timeout. And I've never seen Coney any higher than they are right now. It is 10-4. We'll return to the Bangor Auditorium in just a moment. Coney has proven time and time again to be a very tough first-quarter club. This game, of course, is a tremendous long way to go, but you've got to take the tempo away from them or they will run roughshod over you, and this is what Presque Isle is trying to do right now. They're only down by 6, but the Coney Rams have started very strong, and they like to do this. This is Waldron for Presque Isle. Off to the right side, over to Norsworthy and John Dean. Dean is a playmaker. He plays out there in front, but he can go inside, in and out. He's an excellent ball player, and they look for him on the cut. Norsworthy trying to set the pace. Out in front to Waldron on the cut. They slow the weave down. Coney High School will go man-to-man or zone, and we have Busk in a foul. Steve Busk, B-U-S-Q-U-E. He keeps sending us notations on his pronunciation of his games to his friends. I think we're reasonably close tonight, Stephen. Okay, here is Norsworthy after that foul. Each team has committed 1 foul. Out in front, John Dean, number 22, off to the right side. They work to Norsworthy along the far sideline, looks for the basket, and then backs in. Comes back out to Steve Thompson. There have been no subs in the ball game yet. Peter Norsworthy came in late in the game for Presque Isle when Weeder went out yesterday. Here is Dean's 25-footer off the rim. No good. The tap by Weeder, no good. The rebound comes away to O'Brien. Quickly, Coney comes down. This is Boost going in low. Fires in and out, no good. Rebound to John Dean of Presque Isle. And the Wildcats do what they've got to do. Rebound well. It was an excellent rebound by Dean in good position. Dean near the corner, calls the play, and comes toward the top of the key. Looking for Norsworthy at the right side, down into the corner to Weeder. And then they cut Waldron underneath. And it's thrown away. Thompson looking for Dean. Dean had taken a little bit of a step to the left, and the pass went out to the right. So it's a turnover, 10-4, Coney leading. O'Brien with the ball down in the corner. Gary Toll, we'll see a lot of pressure on him. There's Felt, the big guy. He missed. Weeder on the rebound. And Presque Isle's got 2 strong rebounding defensive boards as they've shut Presque Isle shut Coney out the last 2 times. Underneath, Dean, no basket. He's pushed out in front. The basket will not count. Down on him was Scott O'Brien. And the foul is on O'Brien. That is the second team foul against Coney. Now, Coney leads this 10-4 with 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Jeff Norsworthy in the white uniforms of the Presque Isle Wildcats. Coney wearing the road red. This is number 1 against number 2 in the seedings. Coney, of course, has lost 2. Presque Isle's undefeated, but Coney leads this thing 10-4 right now. And we have a foul out in front again. Steve O'Brien. And Coney has picked up their 3rd foul. The 1-and-1 occurs on the 5th. So, again, a common foul, so-called. The ball is in play to Waldron at the top of the key. Waldron is going to take the jumper. He's got it. He's a good shooter. Roger Waldron, leading scorer on the team, I think, in the tournament right now. 10-6. Presque Isle cuts it down a bit. Here is Boost. He throws it away. Now, Coney loses their tempo, and Presque Isle, Stephen, has done a pretty good job of changing the tempo of the game around. And basketball is often compared to a ballet with a ball, and there are a lot of similarities. You take slow-motion film, put a little music to it, you see it. It's a tempo game. Presque Isle does not want to run with it. Here's Waldron, deep off the left. Here's Thompson. He ties a long one. He's got it. Excellent shooting by the Wildcats, and it goes 10-8. And they now have Coney shooting deep. There is Boosk off with it, and Presque Isle's rebounding. And Presque Isle has turned Coney around. Down the lane, it is up and off. No good foul. And it's a foul defensively against Boosk. Steve Boosk committing the foul, and going up toward the line will be Jeff Norsworthy to take two, and Presque Isle can tie this thing up with 2 minutes and 25 seconds to go in the opening quarter of action. Number one, Presque Isle, undefeated in 17 games now, would it be? 18. Foul shot is good. They were 16-0 in the regular season. They did not play the full 18, the maximum 18. You must play 12, no more than 18. Foul shots tie it up. It is 10-10, and Jeff Norsworthy has got the game back where we started. And it warms up. Toll outside, shooting off the rim. Rebound Felt, he's grabbed. John Dean got him on the arm. To beat Coney, you've got to shut Felt and Toll off, and Presque Isle has done this in the last 3 minutes.
Their advantage is that they've got 5 people who can crash that boards very well. Waldron and Dean, who usually occupy the guard spots, are excellent rebounders, and so they feel that's where the battle will be won or lost tonight.
Ray Felt misses from the foul line. Felt is a 6'6 senior, scored 42 points coming into the game. Excellent ball player. Puts Coney ahead 11-10 on the foul shot. Coney is picking up half court now. In the backcourt, Dean. Hard pass over to Norsworthy. Norsworthy almost walked with it. Slows it down. Back to Dean. Dean loaded to the left side now. Coney has gone zoned, it would appear. They go in and out of it. Waldron is fouled as he shoots. That is the 15th foul, to be a shooting foul anyway. And that's going to be charged to Gary Toll. And Toll picks up his first foul of the ball game. Roger Waldron of Presque Isle, who came into the game with 31 points in the tournament. Presque Isle scores have been lower than Coney scores. The foul shot ties the game at 11-11. We have 2 minutes exactly remaining in the opening quarter. This is George Hale along with Steve Martin and a cast of thousands. Foul shot is good. It is 12-11. Presque Isle has taken over the lead, and the crowd across the way screaming loud. Toll has been forced out. They have done a good job on him. This is a good Coney team. Here is Boost, top of the key. It's high off the board. Rebound loose, and Presque Isle rebounds. They are dominating their defensive board. Inside Norsworthy over the top. And that shows that Presque Isle can run when they want to. And Presque Isle leads 14-11. They have come back strong. Here's Toll. It's in and out, no good. Here's Felt. He got it. Don't think this is not going to be a bang-up game all the way, because these two teams match up well. It is 14-13. Presque Isle by 1. Across, out in front, Waldron saved it inbounds. Here's Norsworthy, up and out. Underneath, Thompson, up and off, no good travel. That is fast action. Now, I don't know, you'd have to talk to Coach Boldy. I don't know whether Presque Isle wants to alternately turn it on and off. Their tempo is slower than Coney, but they have been running. Here is Felt, top of the key. And Coney now leads it 15-14. And this may be a barn burner. Dean in the backcourt. Hot pass over the left. Here's Thompson popping. He's got it. Steve Thompson. Now it is 16-15. And the Wildcats with 40 seconds to go in the quarter. From the corner, O'Brien. 2 points, Coney. And we are seeing a show. It is 17-16 Coney. It is a tremendous first quarter. It's living up to the advanced billing. Norsworthy down the lane, threw it away accidentally. What he wanted to do was shift hands and put it up with his left hand. He couldn't make it. He lost, as we say, the handle on it. 27 seconds. Coney leads it by 1 point. 17-16 in a matchup of number 1 and number 2. And the winner goes to the state in Augusta next week, and it'll be on your favorite station, where you are right now, whatever station you're on. And we've got a bunch with us tonight. Bouncing the ball at midcourt, playing last shot, 9 seconds, 8 seconds. Toll's got it, top of the key, right side boost, 5 seconds. Felt may make the buzzer. He does not make the basket, though. That's the end of the quarter. Great quarter, loved it. At the end of one, it is Coney 17, Presque Isle 16, back in just 60 seconds. 50%, you're doing well. Coney shot 50%. Presque Isle shot 67%. It's a 1 point lead for Coney. The tap for the second quarter comes away to the team in red. Coney's Rams out of the capital city of Augusta. Veteran through the years, the schools has been here many times. Presque Isle, veteran school in the basketball wars. Boost, quick little guard. Here is Toll. He shoots. In and out, no good. Rebound out to Norsworthy. Lost the handle on it. Loose ball. Norsworthy got it back. Goes off to the left side. Here's Thompson off the rim, no good. Here's Norsworthy, up and in. Presque Isle's getting percentage shots. And this is hurting Coney. It's 18-17. And Toll is not getting the ball up in the air as much as he would like to. There he is from outside. He's got it. He is the most dangerous scorer in the state this year. He's got 6 points in this ball game. 18-19 now. Coney leads it by 1. It's been a 1 point either way. Weeder outside, 2 points. Coney backing off a little bit, sagging down inside. Presque Isle beginning to get those shots in the perimeter. Here's Toll, reverse layup, up and off. Beautiful move, he's fouled. Toll has got more moves than a belly dancer on a cold morning. I was waiting for the comparison. I didn't know what was going to come out that time. I was trying to think of it really, too. Well, he just lets he's fluid. He's one of the best one-on-one ball players you'll find, and they like to get him one-on-one along that baseline. He gets ahead of that fast break, and he can make it work. He's a pleasure to watch. He's an intense ball player. The thing I like about him, he's not a gunner, and he does play defense. Foul shots are good, and now it is 21-20. Coney back up by 1. This thing has changed hands 8 or 9, 10 times. All right, Dean in the backcourt, picked up by O'Brien, or 2 O'Briens. Scott O'Brien, number 10, and then we have Steve O'Brien, number 42, for the Coney Rams. Here is Waldron against Toll. It's up and wide. Toll intimidated him. That's the defense we talked about. Toll, high dribble, stops, fires. He's got it. He scored 54 points against Bangor in the regular season in this auditorium to break Bernie's old record. 23-20. Coney back up by 3 again. And this has been a shootout and a half at the auditorium. There's the back door. Presque Isle lost it. The feed goes to Norsworthy, and he may have walked. He did. Wayne Lawton, Pete Webb are calling the game at the auditorium. The crowd pretty near 5,000, I would assume. Hard to tell. They're coming and going, but about 5,000 in the hall. Phelps down low. Beautiful block by Weeder. Eric Weeder playing good defense, went one-on-one. And that's one of the interesting matchups of the evening. 5-4, Weeder, that is number 54, and number 52, Felt of Coney High School. All right, here is Toll. Across the lane, it goes to O'Brien. From the corner. In and out, no good. And the rebound to Dean. Now the press on, and they drop off it. As Waldron comes over. Down in the corner, Norsworthy. Baseline. It was shut down on him. It goes back to Waldron. He goes low. He gets in the lane, puts it up and in. Foul, the basket counts. I think he charged after the shot. Basket will count. No, wait a minute. No, they moved in on him. It's going to be on Gary Toll. The first indication, they pointed toward the court, but it is a foul on Toll, and we have a 3-point play here with Roger Waldron, who has, for his size, a very good ability to get inside and go up with it, and he can tie the game if he can complete a 3-pointer. And he does. It messed around, but it went in. 23-23. We have 5:45 to go, and an exciting first half at the Bangor Auditorium championship game. Eastern A, the largest schools in the East and West are playing tonight. All right, there's Busk. From the left, he's got it. Busk is quick. Steve Busk, B-U-S-Q-U-E. 25-23. Coney leads it by 2. Sean Dean changing hands on the dribble as he comes out of the time stripe. Deep off the top of the key. Here's Weeder, and there's Feld against him. Weeder over him. It is off the rim. Loose ball in the corner. Felt will come up with it. That's a good matchup underneath there. Down to Toll. Look out. He gets open to shoot. He's in the air, and he's got it. You cannot leave him open. He is the deadliest shooter I've seen in this auditorium in a number of years. It is 27-23. Dean, bothered by O'Brien. Cuts to the left to Waldron. Waldron on a fading shot off. No good. Rebound loose. Here's Thompson. Foul. Underneath. Pushing off probably with Scott O'Brien, or is it offense? No. Prescal got caught. It's going to be on Norsworthy. So that is the 4th team foul, the first to Norsworthy. The next will be 1-1 for Coney. Coney leads it by a 27-23 margin. In the deep corner, O'Brien. Back out on top, here's Toll. He's open, he's around, and it is in. He's got an uncanny ability to have that ball bounce on the rim. A pure shooter. He reminds me of a kid from Connecticut of a few years ago that could do that. A kid named Balasutnia could do that. He's one of the best shooters I've ever seen. This kid, Toll, has got all kinds of talent. Okay, 29-23, 6-point lead for Coney High School. And now Dean settling it down, calling for a set play. Left side Thompson of the Wildcats. Back out it goes to Weeder. They work it to Norsworthy and then Dean. Dean open, and he's off the rim. Felt gets the rebound. Long pass, outlet to Boost. Here's Toll underneath. He gets it. How does that kid have that ball balance on that rim and get it to fall every time? I don't know, but he seems to do it. It is 31-23, and Coney is red hot like their uniform color right now. Waldron banks it off the glass, no good. Loose ball will come out to Thompson. Prescal struggling a bit here to get the ball to fall for them. They're not playing badly. The ball isn't falling. In LA Norsworthy misses. Felt on the rebound. Ray Felt. And so the Coney Rams come back. Boost. Double teamed at the top. Will go left to Toll. Toll deep out there. Off the rim this time. He didn't get it. It went out of bounds off the top of the backboard. Wow. They're going to slow it down with a timeout. I think we can all take a break here. And we'll return to the Vanguard Auditorium in just a moment. Tonight. Well, Mount Blue has won and Westbrook has won. So next week at the Augusta Civic Center, it will be Mount Blue against Westbrook. And at 9 o'clock, the winners of East and West will meet for the boys' championship. The percentage for Toll must be unbelievable.
He's 6 out of 10 for the floor so far for the first half. He's missed a couple, but about 60%'s not bad.
Yeah, I'd take it. He's got 16 points with 3 minutes to go in the first half. The other night against Waterville, at one point, he had more than Waterville did as a team. But Toll is the key. He makes them go. All right, here is Dean in the backcourt. He is pressured. He loops it over to the first step of the ball game. Will be in there. They got. We'll pick him up in a moment. And that's Jarvis who came in. Jarvis for Presque Isle. Weeder, top of the key. It's off, no good, and Presque Isle's shooting percentage has come down. Toll got the rebound. O'Brien and Toll. Toll clotheslines it for 2. He's got 18, and he is phenomenal. 2 minutes and 47 seconds to go, and a 10-point lead for Coney in what is really a tight ball game. All right, they go down low. Underneath, here's Weeder. He hung it, didn't get it. Prescott's having trouble getting the basket. Felt clears it out of there to Boosk. Boosk. Toll, he's open. He does not get it. It is loose. It comes away to Presque Isle. Coming down is Waldron. Off to the right side, it's stolen. And a lead pass by Toll. Comes away to Boosk. Boy, they come at you. In the lane, up and in, Boosk. And Presque Isle has got a tiger by the tail now. It is 35-23 as Coney is doing what they have done many times in here. They have got it going. Here is Dean, right side Norsworthy. Norsworthy looking low. Can't do it. Comes back out to Jarvis. We've got 1 minute and 55 to go in the first half. It is Weeder to the left side. Back out on top again. John Dean unable to get his shots away. Dean may have been fouled as he went in. He contacted Scott O'Brien, and they move O'Brien in on him.
Boy, they put the ball out in front, can't they? I've never seen anything like Coney. That assist by Toll, he drilled the ball about 5 steps ahead of Busk in anticipation. They played together so often. But we've got a timeout on the... Oh, wait a second. Now it's got to be a violation. They did not get the ball in the air in time, I guess.
I've seen that only once or twice, but they have taken the ball away from Presque Isle for too much time on the foul line. You have a count there, and what do you know? You never see it. You see it occasionally. Onside Felt. Felt is beating Weeder, and he scores, and it's 37-23, and Coney is threatening here to walk away. Presque Isle has got to get this thing going. It is Dean at the top, going to the left side. Down low, back out on top, Jarvis. And they work it around. This was a one-point ball game, changing sides about 10 times. Dean stopping and firing. He does not get it, and Felt rebounds. And Coney throws it long. Busk is there. He's up, and it's in. And it is as simple as that. 39-23. 16 points and roaring. Coney High School is trying to waltz their way into the state finals as they suddenly exploded. Waldron fakes his man Toll. Everybody's screaming in here. Norsworthy's coming in. Peter Norsworthy thought they would have to go to him. Here is a shot by Waldron. It is Felt. Throws it away. Here comes Jarvis. Jarvis now looks behind him to Dean. One of the few turnovers for the Rams. 25 seconds to go in the opening half. Weeder at the left corner. Back out to Waldron. Presque Isle trying to get a basket, anything. There's Weeder, missed it. The tap comes away again to Presque Isle. Weeder will put it up again, and it will not go. It comes away to Felt. And Presque Isle shooting is one of the major reasons they got in trouble. Long shot, boost, no good. Tap, no good. That is the end of the quarter. And we have gone 16 minutes and have seen a truck
Looking at left sideline. And they go inside to Toll, and Toll hits. Let's take a look at some of the team statistics as we come back here. Coney has had the hot hand, 17 out of 31, 55%. And they've only turned the ball over twice in the first half, and that's been key. 17 out of 31. Presque Isle has shot 9 out of 25, or 36%, and they've turned the ball over 7 times. Gary Toll has led the way, 67% shooting in that second period. He was 6 out of 9. He's 7 out of 12 so far in the first half. Individual statistics go this way. Toll with 18 points, all but 4 of them foul shots. So he's got 7 field goals right off the bat. Steve Busk has 6 points. Steve O'Brien has 8. Ray Felt has 7. Roger Waldron has 7 for Presque Isle with 2 field goals and 3 foul shots. Jeff Norsworthy has chipped in 2 field goals and 2 foul shots for 6. Eric Weeder has 3 field goals for 6, and Steve Thompson has 2 field goals for 4. 39-23 is the halftime score. Coney out in front. We'll return with the second half in just 1 minute. Trying to engineer an upset. What about this Westbrook club? They're the 4th seed over there. South Portland finished strong in the season as the 2nd seed, and in the second period, Westbrook has moved out in front 26-16. They beat Cheverus by 16 points last night in the semifinals. So Westbrook is really on the beam, it looks as if, and they're giving the South Portland Riots all that they can handle. That's from the Cumberland County Civic Center. Of course, the Westbrook girls have already advanced into the finals as they have beaten South Portland. We'll have a new state champion, as South Portland was the defending state champion in girls basketball. You joined us late. Mount Blue beat Bangor. Mount Blue beat Bangor earlier in the Class A Eastern Final. And that thus settled the score from a year ago when Bangor nudged Mount Blue by a point. Mount Blue, of course, had been to the well several times as the Western Maine champion 2 years ago and lost. And then last year lost by a point. Then this year they laid claim to it. But in this Eastern A boys final, Coney with a second half spurt, a second period spurt, and in particular, a great performance by Gary Toll as a lead, 39-23, as we get ready for the second half. Here with the play-by-play is George Hamm.
Thank you very much. And this is a case, really, of Presque Isle not really doing anything wrong, but Coney has just been red hot. Let's see if Presque Isle can turn the tempo, and they got the tap, and here we go. This is John Dean, number 22, in the white uniforms, Coney in the red. They go to Weeder. He turns and gets it. And the Wildcats draw the first blood. It's 39-25. And, of course, they need to score some points to get this thing close. It was a one-point ball game and a great shootout until Coney just blew everything open there, and Toll had 18 in the first half. Down in the deep corner to O'Brien. Here's Felt against Weeder. He turns, he'll miss it, and the rebound comes to Dean. Presque Isle did not have good shooting luck in that second period. And let's see, they're a good shooting team. Well, let's see if they turn that around. This is the new Norsworthy, Peter Norsworthy, the sophomore. And he is an excellent player. Many teams he would start. Underneath Waldron, it does not go, and a foul, offensive foul, charging Roger Waldron. Coach Beaulieu, I don't think, was exactly overwhelmed with it, but he tells his players to calm down. It's one of the parts of the game that you live with. Which came first, the chicken or the egg? Boost against pressure. Now, Presque Isle is going to try to apply some of the reverse pressure on the Coney Rams. Scott O'Brien, number 10, loops it deep into the baseline area at the left side. Backing out is Stevie O'Brien. Here is Scott again with it, and Toll. Toll can hit from any place in front court. He likes to shoot on the perimeter, but he'll take it in on you, too. Back outside it goes to O'Brien. O'Brien looking low toward Phelps, comes to the top. Here is Steve O'Brien with a great move. Excellent move, and he scores. 41-25. It is loose, and Presque Isle struggles with it, and it is tied up. 41-25. Coney leading Presque Isle with 6:28 to go in the third quarter of the Eastern Maine Championship game. And we may have Westbrook and Westbrook over there in Western Maine. The girls from Westbrook have won, and the boys from Westbrook are now winning. Everybody over there told me it was going to be South Portland. My goodness, the spies are wrong again, Mr. Martin. At least temporarily. Presque Isle got the tap. Weeder puts it up, and they don't get it. And quickly coming down is Boosk. Number 11, it is knocked loose nicely from behind by Norsworthy. Long pass comes down. It's up and in Norsworthy. This is Jeff Norsworthy. It is 41-27 as that turnover costs Coney 2. Boosk goes low. Feeding shot is around and out. It is loose. Comes back to O'Brien off. It comes up to Felt, and Felt scores. And the confetti flies out of the Coney stands. 43-27, the Coney Rams. Dean almost mishandled the ball. In the corner, Weeder. He pops it in and out. No good. Underneath Dean. Backs in the lane. He scores. Will it count? He was fouled. No indication from Webb if it's good or not. Yeah, it's going to count. Dean asked the question, and Mr. Webb finally, you know, the official doesn't always know the ball went in. He's not staring up, he's staring out. And usually it's up to somebody, including the other official, to tell him the ball went in. He says, oh, sure, that counted. Mr. Dean heaved a sigh of relief. And it is 30 now, 13-point lead, 43-30, as Dean completes the three-point play, and Presque Isle chips away at the lead in the third period. All right, a little collision in the backcourt, but it is still a Coney ball. Boosk off the right side. He has a stop-and-go dribble that defies description. He head fakes, throws the body completely in, and then goes on you. Lead pass is blocked out nicely by Weeder. Weeder matched up with Felt. Has been a good show tonight. Felt's kind of had the best of it, but Weeder fought back that time on him. Felt has a little bit of a height advantage. It's pretty close. Here is Toll, and he has to. He will jump it. He will. The only thing he doesn't do is the old two-hand set shot. He's got 20 points, 45-30, a 15-point lead. Weeder down in the corner for the Wildcats. Along the far sideline out to the young Norsworthy, Peter Norsworthy. In the corner, Weeder goes in against Felt. Back out to Dean. They set a weave up to Waldron. Dean backing in the lane, head faking over his man. He put it in. Dean is a good ball player, really good. Eddie makes the move. All right, down the right side. O'Brien missed the shot, and it is pulled down by Scott O'Brien to Toll. Toll is fouled, and he still got it. What do? You knock him down, and he still scores. Waldron decked him, and he scored. Foul on Waldron will be number 3. That is 22 points for Toll, and he may have 23. It's 47-32. He may get a vote or two for All-State.
He may get a couple. I'm not sure. I think they'll be up here on this table.
Maybe they won't ask us. Foul shot is good. 48-32.
We didn't see enough of it, George.
Okay, here is Norsworthy to the near sideline. Peter Norsworthy looking for Dean. Presque Isle unable to cut that gap down so far. This is Jeff Norsworthy, and away from the ball, a foul, and they're looking toward Toll. It'll be against whom? They're now indicating O'Brien. Okay, 2 on O'Brien. Toll was there and O'Brien was there, and they called it on O'Brien. Both teams have committed 2 fouls in the second half. Norsworthy holding it high over his head. To the top of the key. To Weeder. Weeder in the pop shot, in and out. They're not getting that ball to fall. The jump ball, and there's Toll. Tying it up. He is very, very, very deceptive the way he leaps. The tap comes away first to Coney, and now stolen away by Presque Isle. Waldron, he's got Norsworthy on a flying hook is good. Jeff Norsworthy looks like $1 million on the shot. 48-34. Presque Isle not quitting. They're going every way, but we may see the 4th foul on Waldron. And they got some problems now. And Mr. Boldia is going to look down the bench. That is 4 on Waldron, and that hurts him. He'll come back with Jarvis. Toll is only 6'1". I say only. He plays pretty much up to the rim. A lot of guys say over the rim, and he doesn't play over, but he's up there with it. Flying shot is no good by Booth. There is Toll, and he's decked again, this time by Norsworthy. Peter Norsworthy, a sophomore at 5'9", got on his back, and they're beginning to foul the wrong guy. Jarvis will come in, and Waldron with 4 has to sit down. This Coach Boldia, who has engineered us 18 consecutive victories, sees that in a bit of danger here tonight. The foul shot is good by Toll, who has 23. He will have 24 if he sinks this one. And we're still in the third quarter. Give him 24. That's underneath his average for this auditorium, I think. He had 54 here during the regular season. And he had 47 against Waterville, wasn't it, in one of their games? He puts the ball up, and it stays. Here is Weeder with it. In the corner to Peter Norsworthy. Back out to Weeder. Looking for Jeff Norsworthy off the top of the key against the man-to-man. Near side to Jarvis. And they set it up again. Presque Isle wearing white uniforms if you're joining us on TV. Coney in the bright red. All right, Norsworthy. Deep shot is off. No good, and the rebound of Felt. Ray Felt. Long pass to Booth. 1-on-2. He spins it up and in, and he's fouled. Peter Norsworthy. He was quick like a cat. And he gets the basket, 52-34. Signals the crowd that he's number 1, that the team is number 1, and goes to the foul line. The only thing that he doesn't want to do, I guess, at this point, is probably be the water boy. He did everything else on that play. He is perhaps the quickest player in the tournament. Booth. Foul shot is good. He got 3 on it, and it goes to 53-34 Coney. And it has been a blitzkrieg since midway in the second period. It is stolen by Booth. He comes down 1-on-1, and he will score, and he's fouled again. He will get 2 consecutive three-point plays as Jeff Norsworthy fouls him. And Booth can get 6 points in about 5 or 6 seconds of playing time. 55-34. We call a little bit of time. We'll be back in just a moment. For some of the things that are going on, Steve. Westbrook leads by 10 in the West over South Portland. At our last report, we will update you on that. here at the auditorium, leading by 21 points, Coney High School of Augusta. And they have turned on every burner on the stove. They've got the front, the back, the broiler, the oven, and everything else going. And Presque Isle is doing everything they can. It's an excellent team, but they have been caught by this Coney machine that can get it all together at times, and when they do, they really score points. Foul shot was missed by Booth, so he got 5 points in about 6 seconds. All right, deep in the corner, Dean. He gets 2. That takes the lid off. 55-36 in the Presque Isle. Wildcats are fighting hard from one end of this court to the other. They'll never quit. They're going to go right at it. It is kicked out and turned over by Stevie O'Brien. We do have 10 minutes and 37 seconds of playing time remaining in this contest. So there is plenty of time. Peter Norsworthy comes down the lane, spins the layup. It's good. He's fouled. The foul against Steve O'Brien. And that is 3 on O'Brien. I like this young Norsworthy. He is only a sophomore. And I would say, had he been it with most ball clubs, Presque Isle was deep in talent. He played 6-man. He would have started for just about everybody.
That was quite a close call there on O'Brien's foul, and it was a good call by the official. The rule is you've got to have position. Had he been there a split second longer, it would have been a charge by Peter Norsworthy. But that just points up some of the good officiating that we've had in this tournament, and it was a good split decision call, a split second call by the official on the spot.
Well, Lawton and Webb are veterans, and they're good. Foul shot is good. Okay, Coney is fouled in the backcourt by the youngster Peter Norsworthy. Boosk is fouled. We have a slightly shaken-up player at midcourt. Steve O'Brien walked away like he caught an elbow in the midsection. It's getting tight at Portland. Looks like they're having a shootout over there. 29-23 now. That is a halftime score, and it looks like somebody's sitting on the ball maybe a little bit. That's a fairly low score. I think Westbrook may be slowing that down. Westbrook leads by 6. Foul shot is good. Hard to tell over here. Not seeing the game, but I would say from that score, it looks like somebody's playing a little bit of controlled basketball. Foul shot makes it 56-39. Stevie Boosk hits it, and it's 57-39. 2:30 to go. We're still in the third period. Dean in the backcourt for the Wildcats. Looking to get it across. He does to Jarvis. Jarvis down the lane, lays it up. It's no good. The tap is no good. The rebound comes away to Norsworthy. Excellent feed to Jeff Norsworthy up and in. Very good teamwork underneath. 57-41. That is how you score points. And be unselfish about it. Here's Toll. He is fouled. John Dean went with him and got him on the arm. That is 2 on Dean. We have 2 minutes and 3 seconds remaining, third quarter. Toll has been quiet over the last 4 or 5 minutes, but when he quieted down, Stevie Boosk took over. The 32, Mr. Toll misses a foul shot. 57-41 with 2 minutes and 3 to go in the third quarter. Coney leading. Toll hitting. Gary Toll. Dean almost palmed it, got rid of it. To the near side, it goes to Jarvis. Waldron is sitting on the bench with 4 fouls. Dean will try a 25-footer off the front. It comes away to O'Brien. It is stolen by Presque Isle. To the low side. It goes back to Dean, out to Weeder. Weeder's got 2. Presque Isle's chipping away again. 58-43. This team is undefeated, and there's a reason. There's a long one, Toll. He is decked. It's off, no good. There is no call. There is Stout. He missed it. It's loose, and coming out of it is a foul against Booth. The Presque Isle fans are cheering. The Coney fans are all upset. And a technical foul on Booth. Well, that's unfortunate. The technical foul. There was plenty of contact on the floor. And as we pointed out on our telecast last night, you can have incidental contact that is very heavy. It's a judgment call by the official. And if a player goes down, it's not necessarily a foul. He can rule it incidental. And in that case, is what he did. Norsworthy's foul shot is good. Now the possession will be Presque Isle at midcourt. So it goes 58-44. And we've seen the first technical, I guess, of the A tournament. Do we have any others? Our trivia buffs? We've had very few technicals to A, B, C, or D. Okay, here's Dean. To the near sideline, it goes to Thompson. It's out of bounds, kicked out of there by Coney High School. 58-44. Presque Isle has been able to chip away at this lead. The inbounds play will go to Norsworthy. Peter from the corner will miss. Dean will tap it, fast break. Should be an easy two. Here comes O'Brien. The feed goes off. Goaltending. Goaltending against Presque Isle. No question about it. 60-44. Who'd you give the basket to?
O'Brien.
I went to O'Brien. It is kicked now by Scott O'Brien. O'Brien, the ball cannot be touched when it's above the cylinder, and that imaginary cylinder above the basket, and it was kicked out of there by Presque Isle. All right, there is Thompson. 2 points. 60-46. Presque Isle trying to stay within range with a minute to go in the third quarter. But it is a struggle for them because Coney has not let up. There's been no pauses for them. Here is Toll in the backcourt. Over the time stripe and backing toward O'Brien. Gives it to him in the corner. Back out to Toll. He doesn't like to shoot that far out. They're looking last shot. 39 seconds. He'll take it in. Put O'Brien and Felt down low, and Toll, if he can get it. Here is Busk with the ball. Off to the right side. They're going four corners. Crowd applauding them, wanting last shot. 20 seconds. Steve Busk drives toward the lane. There's the shot from Felt, and it will be off, no good. O'Brien is fouled. So they worked it low finally with 12 seconds to go and drew the foul.
Getting pretty physical underneath there, George. Now, the last couple of series, of course, only before the technical we saw some action, and now we've got a foul called on Norsworthy.
Yes.
Peter Norsworthy. But the action...
He's picked up 4, by the way, I think.
That's his 4th, and foul trouble continues to plague Presque Isle. And Steve O'Brien is on the line.
I think you're right. It's getting rough. The foul shot is good. And there's another factor that will not be to Presque Isle's advantage. Coney has a tendency to play off balance that way. Foul shot is good. Oh, no good and good in reverse order. It is 61-46. Coney's got the ball with 7 seconds to go. Toll is caught from behind, and Presque Isle has given him a tremendous opportunity here on the foul line. John Dean got him that time. And Dean has got 3. Just to give Toll 2. It is 61-46. As this game is going to wind down here once that final 8 minutes starts. Coney High School lost 2 games in the regular season. Presque Isle did not lose. So you've got 2 excellent teams in here. 62-46 as Toll makes 1 and makes another. 5 seconds to go, 63-46. Third quarter about to end. Here is Norsworthy and Thompson. He beats the buzzer, but he does not get it. That's the end of 3. And so as we go to the final 8 minutes at 63-46, we will return in just a moment. Same in the third quarter, about 50-49% with Coney getting the advantage. Toll now has 28 points through 3 quarters, so he looks like he's going to be maybe 35 plus.
Presque Isle got 3 more field goals in that third period than Coney, but Coney made up the difference and more on the foul line, and that's the foul situation continues to haunt Presque Isle.
Well, they gave Toll 6 alone. There's the tap. Weeder got hit in the face. I think he's okay, though. He shakes it off as the tap comes away to Presque Isle to start the fourth and final quarter. Dean, top of the key, gets 2. And that's the name of that game. They got to do it. If they're going to get in here, they've got to put it in the old net. coming out of the backcourt boost at 63-48 as we start the last 8 minutes. Toll with 28. Loose ball, bounced off the court and went in. The basket goes to Toll. It bounced off the court, and can Toll do it all? He's got to be the luckiest guy in America. Here he goes, up, and the crowd is going wild. Toll was hit from behind. It hit the court, went in the air, and went through. Presque Isle coming down court. My goodness, we've got a whistle and a foul against Felt. Toll, to recap that, got hit from behind on what I personally thought he was going to call a foul, and the official looked at it. Toll went sliding toward the court, lost control of the ball. It bounced off the court, went straight up in the air, and came through the net. He's got 30 points. And Toll must be wondering if somebody up there likes him. When it's going right, it's going right. Foul shot is missed. Coney on a rebound. Are you kidding me? He could drop kick it and it would go in. Down the lane, Boosk. Fading shot over Thompson will fall. And for Coney, there is no stopping them. 67-48. We have to stop it because someone threw an airplane out on a paper airplane. And that is always something I can't figure out either. Okay, back to action. Here's Dean off the front of the rim. Thompson fighting for the rebound. Presque Isle will get it if they can. Yes, they do. It is Weeder down low. Loops it back out to Dean. Dean on the dribble toward the top. 25-footer is good. Dean is getting hot out in front, but he's got to hurry. They're down by 17. 67-50. Coney High School leading it by 17 points with 6 minutes to go in the ball game. Stevie Boosk, the quick guard for the Coney Rams, out to Scotty O'Brien. Here is Toll. He forced Toll 40 feet out. See if they'll stop him. Down low top, back door, up and off. He missed it. Rebound comes down to Weeder. Presque Isle got away with that because they had Feld underneath where they wanted him. Offensively, Dean wanted to shoot, didn't quite take it. Thompson pops it way wide. It is cleared by Toll. Toll over the time stripe. Turnaround dribble will slow it down. Coney High School leading by 17. And we have 5:45 to go, and the sun looks like it may be setting on this one. At the left side, Toll with 30 points. Tries a 25-footer, that's good. 32 points for Gary Toll. And the old radar seems to be going through. He came into this game. I'll give you this, what he had in a minute. Here's Norsworthy. In and out, no good. Rebound to O'Brien. Toll started with 63 points in the tournament, has added 32 now to that total. Here is Boosk going and maybe traveling. Out in front, was he picked off? No, he traveled.
You got 100 yet?
$95 points in this tournament for Toll. In a tremendous situation against excellent competition. Here is Thompson for the Presque Isle Wildcats. Out on top, Dean. He's been tough out there. He's off the front with that one. The rebound to the little guy, Boosk. He gets a lot of rebounds. 4-on-2. Here's the reverse layup by Felt. No good. A tap, no good, and a pushing foul. And I think it will be against Thompson. Steve Thompson walks away disgustedly, and I believe he was the one that pushed Toll. We see a timeout coming also as Toll looks to get near the 100-point mark for this tournament. We will return to the Bangor Auditorium in just a moment. Coney High School in the red uniforms down in front, talking it over, but in all fairness, they don't have to change very much. Coach Powell goes out and talks to Felt. Felt was a little bit upset, and I believe they're trying to settle him down. He and I believe Thompson got into it over there a little bit. But my goodness, boys will be boys. That's all squared away. And Toll with 95 points, according to my quick mental calculations, in this tournament. 32 on this game is on the line. He has 33. To make it 70-50, a 20-point lead for the Coney Rams of the capital city of Augusta. Foul shot is good. He has a tremendous night one of many he has had. Coney zoning 2-3. Out on top, Dean. To Thompson at the near sideline. Dean with it. Left side, Norsworthy. Peter fires in and out. Well, they've had a lot of those tonight. Felt on the rebound. Busk 3-on-1. Goes in, lays it up and in. Coney's had a lot of 2-on-1, 3-on-1s tonight. Out of the backcourt now, 73-50. Here is Peter Norsworthy. Reverse layup will go. He's excellent at making that move. 73-52. Toll coming down court with it. Back of him, it went to O'Brien. O'Brien loops it left to Toll. Toll in the lane has it deflected loose. Back to Coney again to Toll. Across court. Here is Boost. He's got a jumper that's good. A clothesline shot. He has 19 playing backcourt. 75-52, and it's roaming out of here now. We have only 3:50 to go in the ball game. Thompson low from almost behind the basket. Puts it off, no good, and O'Brien on the rebound. There's been very little substitution in this ball game. Boost to the right side. Off, no good. Tap, no good. It's still in the air. To Felt, and it comes away to Jeff Norsworthy. It is blocked by O'Brien. Picked back up by Norsworthy. Goes in, spins the layup. That's good. He's fouled out in front, no basket. I don't believe. Yeah, he'll call it. Scott O'Brien guilty of the foul. His signal was moving in, not no basket, so the basket counts. It is 75-52. And on the line, Jeff Norsworthy. Presque Isle loses Waldron, Jeff Norsworthy, and John Dean, Bob Jarvis, Dick Scott, Brian Costello by graduation this year, so they're losing quite a bit. Foul shot, no good. Lost out of bounds by Presque Isle. Now we will see Waldron come back, and it will be Norsworthy, Jeff Norsworthy, who will leave the game. The Coney fans start the cheer that I think they originated. We're number one. They were the first group that I ever heard do it in the state. I don't know if it originated in Maine or not. There are times I wish that I would not have to hear it so often, but that's the way it goes. And they have only 3 minutes to protect their tremendous lead of 75-54. Out in front, Boost with the ball, and they're going a little bit of four corner now. They cut it underneath. Here is Dean. Here is Toll against Dean, putting on a dribbling exhibition in the four corner. They're just letting the clock run. They're not attempting with a tremendous lead to score. Kind of a strange move, I would say. But that's what they want to do. It's in the rules. They've gone four-corner slowdown, leading 75-54. They feed to the right Felt. He goes in with it. He puts it up and off, and he's fouled. Dean was right there with him. And Dean has picked up his fourth foul, but that may be just academic at this point in time. And Ray Felt goes on the line. Presque Isle really needed to get him in trouble, foul-wise, to take advantage of Weeder and Dean, and they couldn't do it. He played a good game, Felt did. Foul shot is good. 76-54 with 2:38 to go in this Eastern Maine Championship. Foul shot is good. The presentations will follow immediately after the conclusion of this game. This is Dean to the top of the key. Long shot is off the backboard, and Felt gets another board. How many rebounds has he had? He's had a bunch of them in a game. And so is Little Boost. Here is Toll. He's had 16 boards, Felt has. No good on the shot. Pushing foul underneath against Felt. Would be our guess. Yep, it is against Felt. As broadcaster reporters and newspaper reporters too, we long for the day that the player raised his hand on the foul. They don't do that anymore. Although this year they went to one step further. They recommended that a player do it. But he's not under a rule to do so.
I understand next year they may take the final step and reinstate it.
It would be a blessing. To fans, too. You'd like to know who committed the foul without having to... Well, because a lot of people that put in these scoreboards and now give the numbers. That helps. But these places where they don't, you can really have trouble. Foul shot is good by Eric Weeder. 77-55. Off the front, no good. Rebound comes away to Norsworthy. Peter, on a fading shot, will make it off the front of the rim. The rebound to O'Brien. And Coach Pound has got his first unit in there, and they are still in that slowdown four-corner offense. Presque Isle used this a night ago. I think every team in America has borrowed it from the colleges at one time or another. They are letting the clock run with 1:55 at the top of the key. Boost is not necessarily a stall. There is another foul. It's time against Presque Isle's Costello, who gets in there. Now we see subs coming in as Presque Isle's going to clean their bench. Dick Scott coming in. Catch up now on the scoring of Toll. He now has 34 points, so he has 97 in this tournament unofficially. We have 1:45 to go. Presque Isle sending people in. 7 minutes left. South Portland has taken over the lead over Westbrook, 47-43. 7 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, and that must have been an excellent game over in the Cumberland Civic Center tonight. So maybe my spies are right. There's another point, 30-35. He now has 98 in the tournament. Trying to get to that 100-point mark, Gary Toll. I'm sure he doesn't know this. Foul shot is good. 36 points and 99 for the tournament, unofficially. To check my books. Stolen by Boost, got in front. 2-on-1, 3-on-1. Boost takes it in, and he puts it in. And so it goes 81-55 with 1:32. Coney has just won this one in a breeze. And you know, this was a very tight game for about maybe 10 minutes, 10 playing minutes. To the left side, Presque Isle trying to get it in, and they do. The youngster Scott, well, not a youngster, he's a senior. Some of these subs coming in, getting a little play here, making it 81-57. Toll with it at the left with 1:10 to go. 1:08 to go in the contest. Way out front, Booth. Here is Toll. He's got it. Toll has 38 points, and that gives him 101 on the tournament, as near as I can figure it out quickly. And that's one of the better performances of recent years. From the deep outside, a collision underneath, and a Coney player is injured. Accidental, the player instantly reached over. It was Dick Scott who accidentally threw the Coney player down, and it is Feld, I believe, who went down. And Wes Jordan, the main trainer, who was the official tournament trainer, came out instantly, as did Coach Pound. And Feld, well, the second time in the tournament he's been down, I think. He's okay. He banged his head, but he wants to be around for the finish. He wears a wrap on his left knee, and Coach Pound says, okay, you all right? Checking quickly, 63 points coming into the game in this tournament for Toll. He has 38 by our record tonight. That gives him 101. We've double-checked it, and that's tremendous. Here is Felt around and out. Rebound to the Wildcats with 40 seconds to go, and Coney's going to be in a state final again. Coney steals the ball. Still O'Brien in the backcourt. Coming over the time stripe. And a bump foul in the backcourt, or near the backcourt, right at midcourt line. Now Coney clears their bench with 27 seconds to go. Boost doesn't want to come out. Here comes Felt. Coney fans are cheering, getting a standing ovation. Well, Bob Bolya did a tremendous job with, we're going to have to talk a lot about Coney as this thing ends. Bob Bolya did a tremendous job with Presque Isle. He got him into this tournament undefeated. He got him through it in great shape. They ran into a tough situation here. Coney's got a lot of talent. They played a very tough schedule. I think they played once in a scrimmage during the course of the preseason or something. Foul shot makes it 85-57. Subs coming in with 27 seconds to go. The presentations will follow this. And next week we'll have the championship. We don't know who it's going to be yet. It's very tight over in Western Maine. Westbrook and South Portland. Looks like it might be South Portland. But then again, that's a tough one. We've got 7 minutes to go. We've got a foul against Coney out in front, against Tony Seymour. We're getting some subs in here now. This is a 5'10 senior, and everybody's trying to get their seniors to say they got in an Eastern Maine game. Those that didn't play a lot. On the line for Presque Isle will be Tim Allure. Allure. Just Allure, all right. 5'7 junior. First time we've seen him in the tournament. Tim Allure. The foul shot is good. 85-59. Coney coming out of the backcourt with only 10 seconds, and you'll see the nets come down and all the excitement as the Coney Rams have won it. There is a pop shot by Sobis. 87-59. It is thrown out with 3 seconds to go. And there's 1 second on the clock. And they have pulled the backboard down. They tried to, the time remaining in the game, the fans are out. The backboards are collapsing here. They have pulled one backboard down to the floor. There goes the other one into the crowd. That is very dangerous. They have almost destroyed the backboards here at the auditorium by sheer humanity, and the policemen are trying to get it put back up again. There are kids on, they're still, well, they let the clock go. The crowd came out with 1 second on the court, and now they pulled both backboards to the floor and almost hurt some people. The kids and all their exuberance, and Coney cheering. Now the backboards go back up again. Bangor's finest trying to keep some semblance of order here. Gary Toll is hanging on to the basket, getting a free ride. We'll stay right here and take a look at this excitement for a minute. Boy, look at him go. It's going to take a few minutes to clear this place back for presentations. Look at the boys up on the backboard. Coney High School has won the Eastern Maine Championship 87-59. And they get the net, and there we go. Okay, now that they have the net, we will return to the Bangor Auditorium after this pause for 90 seconds. It would take 20 minutes, but it's not taking quite that time. Presque Isle now is lined up at center court to receive the runner-up award. Coney's victory celebration is still continuing to my right as we look down onto the very, very crowded floor here at the auditorium. And they're still trying to clear, and we're going to go down and wait for the presentation. And I think things are pretty much in control. The backboard at the right, they're going to have to replace the rim. That has been bent. It's the last game in here. They've got all year to do it. But those backboards were pulled onto the floor. It got to be a little dangerous at the left side, but they got them back up. One looks like it's been through World War II at the right. And now let's go down to the floor.
Please wait. Please, may we have your attention. If the Coney team would come in closer, Presque Isle boys come in a little closer.
I believe Mr. Harris is down on the floor from Skowhegan.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time it gives me a great deal of pleasure in behalf of the State Principals Association to thank many, many people that have made this tournament the great tournament has been the last 3 days, and thank all those people that's helped us out put it together, and especially you fans, the loyal fans. Especially you fans from way up there in Presque Isle, Maine. And the great fans from Augusta, Maine. And all you loyal people out there in the television audience, It's all you people that makes this Schoolboy Classic great each and every year. If it weren't for you, we wouldn't be here. We appreciate your loyalty, your support for your coaches and your players. Now, may I also thank my committee, Leroy Blood from Winslow High School, Ken Perry from Nokomis High School, and Irvin I. Belanger from Caribou High School. At this time, I wish to congratulate, and I wish I could congratulate them as winners, the Presque Isle Wildcats, but they certainly Coach Boyer, I've watched your team all through the tournament, and they have been just terrific. You didn't win tonight, but you won a lot of fans. You're to be congratulated with a great season you've had. You have a fine ball club. Now may I present this trophy in behalf of the State Principal Association to you and your captains. Thank you very much. Today for him to present the award, okay? He should present his individual award. Coach Boyer, if you will, I'd like to have you present your individual award.
Before we start, a well-deserved congratulations for the team from Augusta. An excellent job. You fellows played 3 Super Bowl games. Our own kids who got to know you early in the season, we wish all of you very well, and Coach Pound, if you play like that, there's no stopping you. Good luck. Again, my Wildcats deserve at least the best, one super season, and congratulations to you people. Co-captain John Dean. Co-captain Roger Waldron. Seniors, Bob Jarvis. Dick Scott. Brian Costello. Starting senior, Jeff Noseworthy. Returning people, Eric Weir. Steve Thompson. Tim O'Leary. Peter Noseworthy. Stan McPherson. My able helper, Coach Shaw. Manager, Kevin Freeman. Manager, Scott Munson. Thank you, and again, good luck.
Coach Bolger. Disappointed, but he did a super job this year. Presque Isle Wildcats end up with an 18-1 record. That's a good year. Well, the big one is going to be presented now. Back to the floor.
To congratulate Coach Dave Pound and his Tony Ram. Coach Pound, I'm going to go one step way out on the limb tonight. I've seen a lot of ball players, and we don't pick a most valuable player. But I'm picking the young tall boy who I think is most fantastic. The rest of those ball players are equally as good. Congratulations. May I present this championship trophy on behalf of the State Principal Association, showing that you are the champ. Thank you. Anything else? Now, if you will, the gold of the silver basketballs to the champs. Coach Pound, don't forget also next Saturday night to bring back the Eastern Maine Championship, the championship of state to Eastern Maine.
Coach Dave Pound. Coach Dave Pound down on the floor.
On behalf of the city of Augusta and the Coney Rams, I want to say that the Presque Isle Wildcats, who we met really early in the year in the preseason scrimmage, and we enjoyed their company down in the capital city. And they played a fine ball game. They're a terrific group of boys, and I wish you, all the luck in the future. And those of you who are graduating, good luck to you in your future endeavors. Introductions. First of all, my able assistants, Bob Fairbrother and Robert Atwood. And let's see, first of all, I guess we'll start with the baby Rams. John Fitz. Cooper. Next, the starting five, Mr. Steve Busk. Steve O'Brien. And as all the announcers, I guess, call him, the twin brother, Scott. I'm Mr. Big, Ray Phelps. And that MVP, Gary Toll. Tony Seymour, Mark Sutton, Stan Sobis, Dana Caldwell, Ralph Colfer, Doug Drummond, David Gallagher, John Doran, and our own Mr. Stats, Alan Bridge. Kevin Lorenz, you manager. Jeff Barabee. On behalf of the Coney Rams, again, congratulations to the Presque Isle Wildcats for their outstanding season. Having lost only one game, that certainly is something to be proud of. And, of course, we at Coney High School are just tickled pink about our victory. Again, thank you very much.
A very nice man, an excellent coach, and we've been with him for years, locally and now down at Augusta. Dave Pound, he certainly did a super job this year with the Coney Rams. Only 2 losses on the season, but he got the big one. Now next week, the cream on the cake, or the frosting on the cake, as it were, if he can pull off the state. We will return to the Bangor Auditorium for our wrap-up in just 90 seconds.